Dear candidates, welcome to the YouTube channel of the Green On Academy, which is the Defense Preparatory Academy. After successfully undergoing and explaining you the very basics of the thematic appreciation test, why it is being done, how it is being done, and what are the classification of pictures projected by the psychologist during the SSB interview, we now come to the stage 4 of the thematic appreciation test, wherein we will be dealing with how to observe a picture projected by the psychologist during the SSB interview so that you will be able to make a perfect story out of the picture projected. So let's begin. Candidates, in this section, that is the stage 4, we will be discussing how to observe a picture in thematic appreciation test from the various aspects and from the point of observing a picture. Candidates, thematic appreciation test is the first test conducted by the psychologist. Thematic appreciation test is a projective psychological test to test the personality of the candidate by way of his imagination. Now this test is also called the imaginative test, wherein ambiguous pictures in terms of their outlines, hazy or blurred or vague pictures are shown to the candidate to stimulate his process of generation of options in various directions. Candidates, why observation is so important can also be explained from the fact what is the theory behind the conduct of the thematic appreciation test. In thematic appreciation test, candidate, after seeing the ambiguous pictures which are hazy, blurred, outlined or vague in natures, draws up a story based on two facets of the stimuli. The first facet is the picture itself gives a stimulus to the candidate, and after seeing the picture, he draws various options in his mind. However, the second facet is based on the candidate personal experiences with the same or the similar kind of stimuli which he can recall from his past. He chooses among the various options which has come to his mind and he makes one story. Ladies and gentlemen, it is safe to assume that thematic appreciation test is all about drawing various options after seeing the picture as projected on the slide or the screen, and out of the various options available to a candidate, he chooses one option based on his personality, and all the options he has selected are based on his imagination. Therefore, it will be very safe to conclude for good imagination, observation is the key. First. Second point I like to draw, strategy is all about closing the doors. Therefore, whenever a candidate has having 3 to 4 options in his mind, what kind of story he should write, then the strategy is about negating those options, and those options can only be negated if you have observed the picture shown to you very carefully. Therefore, to sum, we would like to say, for good imagination and rejecting the other options to select one possible option out of many, observation is the key, and observation is half the battle in PPDT and the TAT test. Candidates, after undergoing why observation is so important in thematic appreciation test as well as PPDT, let's come how to observe the picture as projected by the psychologist. After seeing the picture, one must form following questions in your mind. What, where, who, and why. In what, you should ask what this means, what action is taking place in scene of the picture. In where, it means Where is the place where the action is taking place? Is it the village, city, office, market, road, hilly area, riverside, or within inside the classroom? The next question one must ask, who? What are the types of characters shown in the picture? Who could be the central figure or the hero in your story? And who could play the roles of the side characters or the assistants in your story? The next question a candidate must ask, why? Why or what is the importance of the central figure or the hero in the picture? This must satisfy the need part of the Morgan-Murray's theory. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been able to answer these four questions of what, where, who and why, this will give you a fair idea to arrive at the theme of the picture very clearly, and ultimately you will be able to build a rough sketch of the entire story. After explaining you why one should observe the picture very carefully and how one should observe the picture, I'm sure that most of you would be eagerly awaiting for the steps in observing a picture. Ob- Observing a picture in TAT essentially comprises of four steps. In first step, we observe the characters. Second, the background. Third, the mood and expression. And fourth, the situation in picture. Now, we'll be discussing all the four facets of observing in great depth. Candidates, in step 1, in any picture, first we observe the characters. In any picture or in most of the pictures, characters are there. You need to identify who is the hero or the central characters, and second, what are the side characters or the supporting characters supporting their role to the hero as a central character. While observing these characters, first we must observe how many number of characters are there. Second, what is the attire or what are the clothes they are wearing. From the clothes, you can make out whether they are a village community or a farming community. Are they from the Indian Armed Forces when they are wearing dress of similar thing? Are they going for a mountaineering expedition or are they going for swimming in the river? From all the attires, you can draw a lot of things. Even you can determine the weather conditions of that area by seeing their clothing. Third, since the pictures are ambiguous in nature, it is very difficult or next to impossible to pinpoint their age. So one must pinpoint the age in age groups of 5 to in a block of 5 to 10 years. For example, either it could be 35 or it could be 40, but try to make in a figures of multiples of 5. Now why observing the character's age is important? Because it gives a different personality to that character. It can give you how is he mature, because the behavior of a child or a behavior of man and the action taken by both of them will determine your story to be realistic. So identifying the age is a very important part once you are identifying the characters. Next, one must name the hero or the central character according to his attire and the background. For example, if he is a village man, we can use the word Ram, Kishan, Rahim, or things to that matter. Now, after understanding and observing the characters in step 1, we'll move to the backgrounds in the step 2. First, after observing the characters, one must see what is the background. Is it a rural background where the farming is taking place, or normal shepherds are taking their goats for grazing, or is it an urban background where there is an office scene or there is a meeting scene? You need to identify that. Third, you need to identify whether the place is isolated, is it a crowded place or it's an uncrowded place. Next, you have to identify the shades of light to identify whether the picture is of day, night, or low visibility conditions, or a full moon pictures. Because once you analyze these backgrounds in conjunction with the characters, your theme of the story or your story will start getting realistic, and this will help you even in the group discussions in the PPDT. Now moving further to the step 3. Now after understanding step 1, where we were observing the characters, second, it was about observing the background. Now the step 3 and 4 are essentially combining all the elements of the picture to arrive at a common theme and negate the other options which are coming to your mind. In step 3, we need to observe what are the moods and the expressions of first the central character and the assistant characters in terms of their body languages or in terms of the essence of the background. Now comes the step 4, where you need to analyze what kind of situation is there in the pictures. In general, the pictures are of 4 types. First, the dynamic pictures, the negative pictures, neutral pictures, or the blank pictures. In each different types of picture, which we've already discussed in depth in our previous video, we need to make a theme. For example, in case of dynamic pictures, there is an imminent danger. So the action has to be urgent and because the danger is visible. In case of the negative pictures, it is assumed that the danger is there. So we need to take precautionary measures. Third, in case of neutral pictures where there is no immediate danger, so you need to, by means of your imaginations, you need to build up a problem and it has to be perceived in that manner that problem is there. And fourth, in case of a blank picture, as there are no characters, we are supposed to imagine a picture. But however, we recommend to our candidates that the fourth picture, the blank picture, could be derived from the first 11 pictures you have written for that part of the day. One, or second, that is more important, you can write your passions, your ambitions, your aspirations, how badly or how passionate you are about to join Indian Armed Forces or the Indian Navy or the Indian Air Force. So it should reflect your passion and your ambitions, your drive, your determinations that we will like to recommend. Now, gentlemen, after explaining you what are the various steps in terms of observing a picture, we'll be showing you certain pictures where we have depicted certain scenes, and based on the scenes, we have identified number of persons, what is the theme, plot, daylight conditions, and based on this thing, you are supposed to make a story. Your story will become more realistic, more programmatic, and you are likely to get recommended if you have observed the picture very carefully and you have combined all these 4 elements what I have told you in terms of characters, in terms of the locations, background, mood expression, and the situation. Now let's see the other pictures one by one. Now, gentlemen, we like to explain you one or pictures and the balance picture by means of what is written. It is self-understood and you can read it. For example, in this picture, first is how many persons are there. As we can see, there are 3 persons, 2 females and 1 male. Now let's understand what is the background or the scene. Now we assume it's a city scene because it's against the backdrop of a building, unlike it's an open space. Next, go to the attire or the clothing. The clothing sense makes them to be the city dwellers. Let's understand what is the action taking place in this picture. In this picture, it is observed that a male whose face is covered is trying to run in forward direction, and it appears he is trying to snatch a handbag or a bag from a girl positioned in the center of the picture. Whereas The girl in the center is in a state of shock and she is trying to prevent the man snatching the bag from her. Now let's move on to the third character. The third character, the girl wearing a short black dress, is trying to hold the girl in the center so that she may not drop. It could happen that way, or it could be in a way of pacifying. Now, if you see what are the mood of the picture, the mood of the picture is certainly not very positive, but very not negative. It's a state of a neutral mood wherein a certain kind of shock is there because the man who is designed as a burglar or a thief has made a sudden move. So your mood is not persistent negative. It was a sudden. So it was a neutral mood. Now these type of picture can be classified in form of where the imminent danger is there. You can't plan about the picture. You whatever action you need to take has to be done there and dusted. Now in the further pictures or in sequence, will not be describing the picture. You are supposed to read that picture and get on it. In case of any queries or any doubts arising with respect to how to observe the picture, you are requested to please post your queries in the comment section of our YouTube video or kindly call us in our academy number. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we come to the end of the stage 4 of the thematic appreciation test, wherein the topic of observing a picture in thematic appreciation test has been covered in great depth and details. With this, we'll be moving on to our next session, that is the stage 5 of the thematic appreciation test, wherein we'll be discussing in great depth what are the common mistakes what the candidates make while writing a story in the thematic appreciation test. It will be covered in two parts. First, where the candidates have gone conceptually wrong about the thematic appreciation test. What are the common mistakes of that type? And in the second category, they have understood the essence of the thematic appreciation test, or where they are conceptually right, but however, they are still committing certain mistakes while writing their stories in the thematic appreciation test. With this, I conclude, and we wish you very best for your forthcoming SSB interview, and thank you for being with us. If you really like our videos and in order to motivate us, kindly do subscribe our YouTube channel. And with this, we come to the end of the stage 4. Wishing you best of luck and Jai Hind.